In early February 2017, WikiLeaks initiated a bizarre marketing campaign. They posted a single question to their followers: "What is Vault 7?" accompanied by a photograph of this isolated seed vault in Norway. The tweets escalated over the following days, featuring entirely unrelated provocative images, like this close-up of a jet engine. The internet reacted exactly as intended, spinning up wild conspiracy theories ranging from hidden 9/11 evidence to an impending extinction event. Julian Assange understood the mechanics of digital attention. He consistently engineered theatrical buildups to prime a massive audience before publishing restricted materials. The payoff arrived on March 7th. Vault 7 was the largest exposure of confidential Central Intelligence Agency documents in history, dumping over 8,700 highly classified files onto the public internet. The leak thoroughly detailed the inner workings of the CIA's Operations Support Branch, or OSB. It cataloged the complete offensive hacking capacity of the agency's most secretive cyber unit. Measured, the public was primed for a grand revelation about a shadow government. The reality was a severe institutional failure. The CIA had entirely lost control of its own elite cyber arsenal. Media outlets immediately latched on to the most sensational elements of the dump. Viral reports claimed the CIA possessed the ability to remotely hijack civilian cars and crash them to carry out untraceable assassinations. Another major panic centered on a tool called Weeping Angel. Headlines warned that the agency was using Samsung smart TVs to mass surveil the general public directly inside their living rooms. These reports conflated two very different types of intelligence gathering. The National Security Agency handles blanket global surveillance dragnets. The CIA runs highly targeted artisanal espionage operations. A close reading of the Weeping Angel documentation revealed severe physical limitations. To deploy the tool, an agent had to physically break into a target's room and manually install the malware via a USB drive onto a specific, older model of Samsung television. The car hacking claims were equally hollow. Vehicle systems were mentioned exactly once in a set of meeting notes as a promising area for future research. It was an idea, not an active deployable weapon. Grounded, the media fixation on Hollywood-style remote assassinations completely overshadowed the actual contents of the leak. The systemic danger lay buried deeper in the code. The true value of the CIA's toolkit was persistence. These programs were engineered to infect a target device and remain completely undetected by the user and their security software. The CIA compromised Apple Macs through a project called Dark Matter. Sonic screwdriver moved through an external port, bypassing the hard drive and embedded directly into the motherboard firmware. The target could swap the hard drive, but the malware remained intact, leaving a permanent backdoor. The agency also developed the Marble framework. This was a sophisticated anti-forensics tool designed to scramble malware code and wiped the CIA's digital fingerprints from a cyber attack. Marble included a distinct false flag capability. After wiping the CIA's traces, it deliberately planted foreign language snippets, including Chinese, Russian, and Farsi, directly into the code to mislead independent forensic investigators. These tools compromised the global cybersecurity community's ability to accurately attribute cyber attacks to specific nations. A recognizable error message or a snippet of foreign code could no longer be trusted as evidence of a specific state actor. In the immediate aftermath of the leak, the CIA feared a foreign nation-state hack. Internal investigations quickly ruled that out. The Operations Support Branch functioned as an insulated bunker, entirely cut off from the outside world. The FBI quickly narrowed their focus to Joshua Schulte, a highly skilled but extremely abrasive systems administrator who worked directly inside the OSB. Edward Snowden famously leaked NSA documents to expose what he viewed as illegal government surveillance and overreach. Schulte did not share those ideological motivations. He actually supported government surveillance. Schulte stole the Vault 7 files out of petty spite. After a severe workplace conflict that included exchanging death threats with colleagues, he pulled the data to humiliate his employer on his way out. WikiLeaks initially claimed the files were circulating freely among a wide network of government contractors. The evidence proved the theft was highly localized. a concentrated inside job executed by an administrator with the exact clearance needed to access the isolated network. The CIA built a multi-million-dollar cyber operation to outsmart rival superpowers. That entire apparatus was undone by an angry IT worker holding a grudge. The intelligence community considers Vault 7 to be far more damaging to global security than the NSA data breached by the Shadow Brokers group during the same era. The NSA leak released highly effective weaponized exploits. Those specific tools lost their potency the moment tech companies identified them and issued software patches to their users. Vault 7 released internal documentation, development wikis, and operational logic. You cannot issue a software patch for a strategy. As this visualization illustrates, the release acted as a comprehensive masterclass. It provided a step-by-step guide for constructing a state-sponsored exploitation program from scratch, transforming raw code into an organized operational blueprint. This documentation effectively closed the capability gap between elite intelligence agencies and lower-level adversaries. It handed rival hackers tens of millions of dollars in free research and development. Vault 7 permanently distributed the CIA's underlying strategic methodologies to anyone with an internet connection. Following a chaotic legal process that involved mishandled evidence and multiple retrials, Joshua Schulte received a 40-year federal prison sentence in 2024. The U.S. government retaliated aggressively against the publishers, designating WikiLeaks as a non-state hostile intelligence service. The severity of that designation, combined with the subsequent international manhunt for its founder, effectively neutralized WikiLeaks as a viable platform for future intelligence dumps. The Operations Support Branch was originally established to give the CIA a bespoke, independent hacking capability, allowing them to operate without relying on the NSA. By failing to secure their own internal systems from a single disgruntled employee, the agency accidentally packaged its most secretive cyber expertise and delivered it directly to the adversaries they were built to outsmart.